Manager of the Month announced. I don't think that's going to be me for the month of September, or even the month of August either. We haven't had the most amazing start to the season, have we? We sit 20th after 11 games. That should improve today after a eureka moment yesterday with regards how we're lining up and how we're playing. We've actually started to score goals and get some victories, so I'd like to build on that today. With Forest Green away to start, we'll play that. And we'll sim the game against them in the leasing.com trophy. We'll sim Bradford at home as well. Probably play Carlisle away. Basically, we'll just sim the home games and play the away games. And then, fingers crossed, find ourselves higher up the table by the end of the episode. That's the aim. Let's try and make that aim a reality now. Nathan Collins is back into the starting lineup. Thank the Lord. Anachi is up to 64. He's growing really well, our loanee. Our other loanee, Ngoy, has really turned up with regards to his performances recently as well. And Adebayo got his first goal of the season in the last episode too. So plenty to build upon. Plenty to build upon moving forward. I'm actually going to take Conceição out for Brown to start this game. Actually, no, for Carruthers. Carruthers is probably going to be better than Brown to start the game. But Brown and Conceição will certainly play a part. I'm having Cano on the bench there as a centre-back substitute. Although it might not be long before he actually starts ahead of Greg Taylor. Forest Green away for the opening game then. I would like to go up in the table by the end of this episode rather than down as we did yesterday. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Let me know in the comment section if you're enjoying the challenge of this RTG. It's certainly not even like any of the other RTGs we've done, let alone any other series on the channel previously. Money is a real problem here at Cambridge United right now. There's no risk of going bankrupt because that's not a thing in FIFA like Football Manager or real life, but it's certainly hindering our progress. We'll get there eventually, and hopefully it will be this season when we find ourselves getting promoted. The aim is the top 3. Let's kickstart our season. Forest Green's 11 looks like that. Carl Winchester out wide for them. Can be a tricky winger to deal with at times. Aaron Collins up top for them in a 4-1-4-1. Actually play Winchester slightly narrower on this occasion. Game on. Nice tackle by Adebayo. Starting off defending from the front. Is that a foul? It is. The boys are at it today. Really at it today. Greggy T quickly in there to Emachi. His dribbling, his stat isn't amazing dribbling wise, but actually in game, he does feel really good on the ball. I'm going to have to go backwards here just to try and keep possession. Maris into Carruthers. And Goy was the man that pass was intended for. But Reggie Lamb is who it ends up with. And Page around the back. Ooh, that's not the best of crosses, but we'll keep possession. Thankfully, it's fallen here to Reggie Lamb. Got a number of options. Maris is one. Play a quick 1-2. Look through there. Adebayo with a turn, but can't get past the defender Mills. Starting aggressively attacking towards the Forest Green line. This Page has been drawn centrally there though, and we're going to need him to get back in position if we're to be solid enough defensively here. Don't know where Forest Green are in the league or what sort of season they're having. They might be going 1-0 up here through Winchester, but Mitov makes the save. Nathan Collins strong enough to give him a good old nudge as he went for this shot there. Corners come in from that far side and away by Greg Taylor to the edge of the D where there's an opposition man waiting for it. Grubb out to Freer again and Noyle in the way, but it's going to fall free. Oh, he's a lovely touch, a good block, and we'll just get this away. Anywhere will do for me right now. Winchester out wide to Mills. Noyle can't get to the cross. Collins should be underneath this. Everybody misses it, and it'll fall here to Reggie Lamb. Well, that was dangerous. That was also a terrible pass by Reggie Lamb. Tried to play it quickly across the other side to build down the wing. Not going to get the opportunity to do that there, am I? Maris is just caught short there. Get that into Adebayo, and I'll look to send him in behind here, Emachi. And in behind he is. I've got Adebayo here. Oh, McGinley read it. Oh, so easily. Was it really that obvious? I thought for a minute we were going to cut them apart, but I don't think the AI have ever read me as quickly as that before. Oh, it's a terrible touch. And we've got it back. And Goy, Carruthers. Go on. Get in there again, Emachi. Good dribbling. Goes down. A, if that's not a penalty, why have you gone down? B, if he's been touched, why is it not a penalty? Matesy turns really well into the box. The defender tugs on his shirt and he falls. I mean, either it's a dive and it's a yellow card, or with the hand on the shoulder there, and the shirt tug, I can't quite see it, let me zoom out a bit, and the shirt tug there, I mean, it would be soft if it were given as a penalty. But why has he dived? Why would he dive if there weren't contacts? Oh, that's infuriating because we were in there. Oh, that pass was terrible as well from me. Poor decision making on my part there. Oh, I'm furious. We could have been in with such a good opportunity on that occasion, and he's gone to ground there, Ametsi, needlessly, when he could have stayed on his feet, trying to get the pen that in the end didn't come. Mitov punches that away, and Carruthers does really well to get the ball under control and come away on a counter. We use Adebayo first. Back to Carruthers. And actually, Reggie Lamb's on the run, but it's well won by the Forest Green man. We haven't yet had our first shot on target of the game, but I feel like it's coming. Collins. That's a grub. It's Collins again. Get off. Oh, what a ball. A dreamy cross to the back post. And Forest Green lead by a goal to nil. Freer is the man on it. Really well worked. Gets around the outside. I tried to lean on him with Collins to tackle him, and he couldn't get there, nor could Noyle at the back post cope with the run of Freer, who got away from him and tucks home. Mitov will try to just make himself as big as possible at the back post, but unfortunately it didn't work. It's Forest Green 1, Cambridge United 0 here away from home. Harris into Carruthers. Adebayo could go for a 1-2. And Goy trying to keep hold of it, looking for Adebayo. God, that touch was heavy. And Goy turns well, goes down. This time we do get our spot kick. Ooh, we are going to have a penalty in this first half. And it's Julian Ngoy that's won it. Takes his first touch well and looks to spin the man who just can't deal with the turn. Down he goes. He's going to have the chance to take the spot kick himself. And he buries it. Really well tucked away. Cambridge 1, Forest Green 1. Game on again. Shepherd in nicely to Grubb. And here's Dawson. Little back heel. That was nicely done. Fancy little dummy. Carruthers gets a foot in. Oh, Maris, that's so poor. So poor and so bad. That's so poor. Oh, over the top to Dawson, who's onside. And the defender in the middle misses it. And Forest Green are back in front. All from a terrible pass from George Maris. Lovely ball over the top there. And it's just not tall enough, Greg Taylor. The cross is pinpoint. We are conceding a lot of crosses this season. That's one thing I've noticed as well. A lot of crosses. And Goy turns in the box. Oh my God. Ametsi, that shot was nearer the corner flag than anything else. Just hit Adebayo, but I don't think he could have hit that worse. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, nice intercepted by Page. And Goy gets away from the man that was with him. Lovely little back heel to Maris. I've not got much room though. One thing I'm finding at the minute is I haven't got much space in the offensive third, because there are just so many defenders around me. Oh, that was well worked though. And Ngoy has his shot brilliantly blocked by Mills. Thought we were in there. He has scored a header for us from a corner so far this season, Ngoy. He's not going to get the chance to do so again there though. Chested back to his keeper. Down the line to Dawson. Cross to maybe come in again. It hasn't. Mills delivers nicely. Taylor away, and it finds a teammate magically. Ngoy, Adebayo. Just need the right support. Finds Ngoy. Come on, Victor, run. You've got the legs. You've got the legs. Adebayo in the box. Save from Smith. That was the moment. That was the chance to take a point. Oh, Winchester heads away. Greggy T will chase after it. I can't believe it. How have we not scored there? Delev looking for Ngoy, but can't get it through the gap. I think Delev might start the next game. And I'll use Ametsi as an impact sub with that pace because he just hasn't quite been good enough technically so far. And our experience, they've taken it to the corner there, Forest Green. They know what they're doing. I mean, how many times are they going to cross and my defenders just look at it? Thankfully, that one's not cost us a goal, but we aren't going to take anything from the game. I think it's time to just go with the height at the back. I think Greg T might find himself on the bench for the next game. And our second future start will find himself in the starting lineup. Could Collins have done more today? His game's picking up. He's been injured. Let's give him a chance. Difficult game. Lacking confidence. I mean, to be fair, I am quite low in confidence right now, to be honest. We have no excuses. We could have taken a point. We had the opportunity, but Adebayo couldn't finish it, unfortunately. It's not like we didn't have the chance. Right. Here we go. Again then. Forest Green. This one will be simulated, though, in the cup. Right, then Forest Green at home now on this occasion in the leasing.com trophy. Again, whilst we aren't that fussed about this competition, I don't know how much money there is to be gained from going on a cup run. We could go on a decent run. I'd rather go, if there's any cup we're going to go on a run in, or I'd like to go on a run in, it's the FA Cup, because that's the one that's going to be the most financially lucrative for us. We've gone 2-1 up here against Forest Green. We're already out with the Carabao Cup after losing to Middlesbrough in the first episode, but that's not a problem. We were never going to win that anyway, were we? But we are going to beat Forest Green here by the looks of things and go through to the next round. In real life, the leasing.com trophy has a group stage in it and also under 23 teams from Premier League sides. That isn't the case now, obviously, in this save or on FIFA because you don't have the opportunity to do that. I'm going to put Brown into the starting lineup ahead of Conceição just to see if Brown can have a crack at the first team. I don't know if he's going to be good enough. We've got Bradford at home here. I want that team, this team, to be fully at full strength for the game that I play. I'm going to take Delev out here. In fact, no, I won't put him on the bench. I will put him here, and Ametsi will take over in the starting lineup. As much as he looks promising, Ametsi, his technicals just haven't quite been good enough. So I'm hoping he can continue to grow, because he's grown anyway, regardless of whether I've played him or not. So I'm hoping he can continue to grow a little bit. And when he's a little bit higher rated in 2 or 3 months' time, maybe the second half of the season, he'll find himself in and around the starting lineup. Bradford at home here, and then Carlisle away in 3 days' time. Nibs gives us a 1-0 lead. They've picked up an injury. Dallas makes it 2. This could be huge for us if we can see it out. 20 minutes to go. Come on. They're not going to score 2 now, surely. Right, good. 3 points on the board thanks to a 2-0 win over Bradford. And now the opportunity to build on that. Transfer offer for Liam O'Neill of £340,000. I'd be willing to let Liam O'Neill go because we have other youngsters to call up. I mean, I've got to. He hasn't played for me this season at all, and he only played for me 2 or 3 times last year, Liam O'Neill. I will ask for 550. Instead, I could really ask for up to 600 and something. If they'll come anywhere near 500, they have themselves a deal here. I'll probably accept for 470 or upwards. 430. 460. I know it's not much, but it really can make the difference with the financial situation we're in at the minute. And unfortunately, it's not going to happen for us. I'm going to continue to play hardball financially because we need every single penny. We genuinely do. Please be good. You're not, unfortunately. 57 to 85. They're starting off so low, then it's not really going to make much of a difference. 48 to 76. We have not had any luck with these youth players so far, have we? I'll give Taylor Moore another month. But it doesn't look like he's going to be that good either. We're still waiting for that diamond in the rough, aren't we? We haven't got it yet. hopefully it won't be long before he turns up. Carlisle with Lee Yun, or Liu Yun, up in their forward line. They're third in the league, Carlisle. This is going to be a very, not that any game hasn't been a very difficult game so far this season, but if ever we knew we were going to be up for a test, it was away from home against the third place team in the league. To Delev. Adebayejo. Ngoy. Oh, he didn't keep the run going, Adebayejo. Made a really good run, and I turned to play him into the channel that he'd opened up, and then he just didn't go anywhere. That's not a foul, ref. Brown getting his first start here. And he just out-muscled the man quite well there, and he's done brilliantly to head that down as well. Can Ngoy get to it? Everything is just a ½ inch too far away from me, whether it be jumping for a headed cross or trying to stick a toe out to intercept a pass, trying to win a header offensively. It's just, I don't know. I've never encountered a season like this. Season 1 of the Southampton save is the one that always comes up, and it is kind of the one season to compare to. But even that season, I felt like I was a little bit more capable than I feel right now with this Cambridge side. And the baffling thing is that it just doesn't make sense. On paper, we're better than last year. But on grass, I can't do a thing. I'm baffled. Right, Percival, Anderson again. Building slowly here. Carlisle, but I don't like it. Watt to Guy. Alessandra. Watt again. Lee Yun. Away core. I don't know as Cano knew much about that. It just kind of hit him. Corner for our hosts. It's a decent delivery. It's up by Maris, but not away. I'm going to have to stop complaining about clearances, aren't I? Because I feel like it's all I say at the minute in Cambridge United episodes. Elliott with the turn. A decent ball in. Collins, that's better. Oh, come on, Adebayo, get to that. Right. Oh, there's just so many defenders back here, though. Can Ngoy get through? Yes, he can. Send the defender to ground. We are in on goal. And we lead. And breathe. That turn on the halfway line was everything. Absolutely everything to get away from the defender. I'm not sure it's going to be in the replay. It's not. I will show you that turn again because that's what I want to see. I don't know if it was just a great turn or, well, it's probably a mixture of a nice sharp turn but keeping the momentum going and this mistake from the defender, getting nowhere near it and Ngoy having the ability to ride the challenge and get away. Knight Percival expected his defensive partner there to make the challenge and he quite simply just couldn't get there. Ngoy making the difference for Cambridge United again. Something about low knees and playing well for us seems to be the theme of this save. And now I've signed Adebayejo permanently after a really good loan spell, winning the Golden Boot. And he's been quiet this season. Get rid of that, please, Kyle. He's going to have the opportunity here, though, maybe. Delev's arriving on the outside, as he knows, taking his time. Maris. Oh, God, that was awful, George. Oh, that wasn't, though. That was very well done. Get it all the way out to Delev if we can. And Adebayejo could be played in. Prove me wrong. Victor, no, he's not even going to get the ball to try and prove me wrong. It's going to be 1-0 at half-time, though. And I think Delev is going to have to come off. I didn't quite get all the way through, taking him out of the other side before we simmed the last game. That was my mistake. We got victory against Bradford regardless. Win this header, please. Page away. And that will be, should be, ref, 1-0 to us at half-time. Big throw into the middle. Andre Fernandez out wide to Liu Yun again. With Page. Lofted back there to Guy. Forward come Carlisle. Give me that. Yes, George. Oh, then what's just right? I mean, I've done everything right there. And then I've just tried to run half a metre. And immediately the Carlisle man is back in front of me. They've had a lot of possession here. Carlisle. Get that out wide there to Amaechi. He's come off the bench for Delev at half-time. And again, his passing lets me down. If he's on the counter-attack, Amaechi, and he can just run with it and not need to pass the ball, he's brilliant. But if you actually need an end product, you're not going to get anything from him. It's really frustrating at the minute. Hoping we can get more from Delev. What I need is just an injection of cash, really. We're not going to do any financial takeovers in this save, though. We're not going to go down that route. We'll make a change and bring Conceição on for Maris here. And try and get a second goal. Hopefully one will be enough. But very rarely has one been enough this season. Oh, it's a lovely ball. I'm worried now. Guy, good block by Cano. Proving to be worth his weight in gold at the minute. McCurdy with a cross. Sagaf is on for Fernandez for them. No! Could just see it coming. As soon as he found himself half a yard of space at the near post, that was it. I was resigned to conceding. Cano was with him, literally, just as I praise him. He doesn't go with the runner. He's holding on to him, and then the attacker makes the run, and he doesn't follow him. And that's the reason why we haven't been able to deal with that corner. You could see it there in that replay. The attacker made a dart for the near post, and there's just no attempts from the defender to stick with his marker. Oh, come on. Can't believe it. Ngoy, looking for Adebayo. Takes in his stride really well. Regilam is here with me. And Conceição. Oh, why is your touch so heavy? There is no need. I'm not holding sprint. I've not drilled it at him. It's just a really bad first touch. So some strength. Oh. Yet more frustration for Cambridge United in this second season. A late equaliser from Carlisle. And maybe, oh, he's offside, a late winner. And just incredible frustration with my front line. Adebayo has been underwhelming. It's typical. I commit to buying a player after he won't sign for loan. And then he's not very good anymore. After he's gone up in rating. Everybody that's gone up in rating hasn't been any good this season. I had one shot all game. Because I keep trying to play football on the edge of their box. And a player, for no reason, without me pressing sprint or holding RB and drilling the pass, they're just having a crazy heavy touch in any direction. And it's costing me so much. We should have won that game. We should have seen that out. Oh, we aim to win each match. And unfortunately, it's not a second win for us today. We shall concentrate on what we can do better. What we can do better is mark runners and have better first touches. It's Oldham at home in the next game, which we shall simulate and hopefully get another result from. Still in the bottom three. There's only two that go down, or would go down. Branga Ngone gives Oldham a 1-0 lead after 6 minutes. They're number 7. And adds to it as well in the 33rd minute. We're going to lose at home to Oldham. I thought I'll sim the home games and I'll play the away games, and in theory, we should be better in the sim games when they're at home, but we're getting battered at home as well. A 3-0 defeat to Oldham at home. 3-0. We're 23rd again. I have nothing. I genuinely don't know what to say to explain this team's form right now. Win the next played game, and I might have a little bit more. Confidence. This will be a sign of how far we have or haven't come as a team. Exeter, the side we knocked out of the playoffs at the semi-final stage last season. Now, interestingly, they too are 20th in the league. They too are struggling after a promotion potential season last year. It's so odd to see teams that were challenging to go up last year struggling to even string together 2 or 3 good performances and results. Williams has outmuscled Reggie Lamb there rather easily. So I'm intrigued to see if we get battered by Exeter here, then we've definitely gone backwards. But if we're competitive and can get a positive result, then I don't know as we have gone backwards. We're just getting unlucky. It's a lovely ball to Reggie Lamb. We've got the opportunity to get in behind him. We've got Adebayo in the middle, and Goy and Delev on the far side. Reggie Lamb is just going to keep going. Then I'm going to turn. Then I'm going to pull it back. It was meant for Ngoy. It falls to Maris, and Parks gets a foot in. Yes, Collins. Good footwork from Adebayo. Maris, can we be better with the turn this time? No. I've been underwhelmed by George Maris this season as well. Two of our most consistent performers last year, Mitov, Adebayo and George Maris, have been three of the most underwhelming performers this year. There's only so many times I can tell you that I am just baffled and left completely speechless as to why we aren't playing that well. Don't think it's the formation. Don't think it's necessarily the rest of the teams in the league having massively strengthened, because they haven't. They haven't got the money to. Everyone's in the same sort of financial situation at this level. It's not like I've had one dodgy recording session either. Like, this is the third recording session for this season, and still the results aren't coming. We did very nearly got ourselves a victory against Carlisle. See, there, I've not done anything out of the ordinary there other than just play a simple pass, and it's been misplaced. And I don't know why Adebayo is suddenly unable to have any form of link-up play. We'll play Reggie Lamb through. That was the intention. I'm not getting any luck, I think, as well, is a large slice of it. Like last season, that through ball would have gone through and Reggie Lamb would have been in one-on-one. This season, it just takes a nick off a defender and we don't get the through ball and find ourselves on the counter-attack and almost conceding. Time for a corner for Exeter. Martin to deliver it. Win that header, please. Cano's up. And Goy, I don't know why you would head that when the ball was dropping to your feet, but we are going to get rid of it. Maris out to Delev. Quickly inside. And Goy, I see the run of Reggie Lamb, but I'm not going to be able to get it to him quickly enough. Adebayo just can't get the ball under control quickly enough to do anything with it. Half an hour played here. Neither side really excelling to this point. Iosi sends through Taylor. He's got to be offside there, Bowman, surely. Pretty sure he was, and indeed he is. Exeter have the ball in the back of the net, but the scoreline is still 0-0. Ngoy. Adebayo to Ngoy again. Rather slow to pick up on the path of the ball. Looking for Ngoy. I'll get it to him. Win that header, please. Well up. Really well done. Brown. Adebayo. Ngoy again. Come on, lads. Let's find the goal to give us a 1-0 lead before half-time. Nice turn. Come on, Victor. Just can't get away from anyone. Couldn't stop him scoring last year. I can't start him scoring this year. 0-0 at the break. Adebayo to Brown. Out wide to Reggie Lamb. And inside there nicely to Ngoy. Just trying to keep the ball away from opposition around me. And Maris will look for Adebayo. Oh, he could have gone down there. Perhaps should have gone down to try and win a penalty. Looking inside. Out of his feet. Maris. It's a chance. I have to be positive enough about that. Well up, George. Now, can Ngoy get to that? No, he's nowhere near it, to be fair. Didn't stand a chance. Bowman to Nicky Law. Exeter not really able to create anything of their own either. It seems that both last... He's got to be offside. Both last year's playoff contenders are just being left behind by the rest of the league at the moment. We need to show some signs of improvement soon. Otherwise, we genuinely might start being questioned by the board. And I don't want to find myself in a position where I'm worried about keeping my job here at Cambridge. I wanted to challenge for automatic promotion this year. I still do want to challenge for automatic promotion this year. But we need to turn the corner at some point. And at the minute, I don't feel like we can even see the corner, let alone stand a chance of turning it. Half an hour to play. Martin. Atangana, sorry. Iose. Nicky Law. Everything the AI touches flies into the back of the net. What a goal! That's unreal! You expect that sort of finish at the Premier League. First time! Give me a break, man. When you are up against it, you are up against it. Things at the bottom of the table do not go your way. What's there to Carruthers? And around the corner to Ngoy. Out to Reggie Lamb, who's going to drive in towards the box. Lay this back. Adebayo has a number of defenders around him. Samir Carruthers is there on the edge. We can get it to him, which we can. And Ngoy will turn and not get away from the defender. How many times have we seen that be the story? A striker gets the ball to feet, tries to turn, and he can't beat his man. Going to lose at St James's Park. Not by much. It's felt like the playoff games last year, really. Doesn't feel like it's been any different. It just appears that the rest of the league have somehow magically gotten incredible, and we haven't been able to keep up with the curve. Atangana into Ayoze. His strike also flies in. Where does everything go? God, I just don't know what to do. I just don't know what to do. Everything is flying in for them, and I cannot get the ball to go into the back of the net for me. A defeat again. 2 shots each. Both of their shots flew into the back of the net like arrows from the edge of the box. My one-on-one with Ngoy, and the keeper pulls out a worldy save. Game plan was not followed. The blame is mine. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't know where to point the finger. I don't even know if there is somewhere to point the finger. I'm at a loss. I am at a loss. We are bottom of League 2. You've not played, Elliot, but alright, I'm proud of you, mate. You're playing... So the player that hasn't been playing says, thank you for playing me, and the player that has been playing says, why aren't you playing me? Nothing is making sense in my world right now. Nothing whatsoever is making sense in my world. We have improved as a squad and gone backwards. Rock bottom of League 2. We still have a game to go at home against Salford. But I do need to check when the next game is. I think it's a week away, actually, isn't it? Yeah, and it's in the FA Cup against Northampton. So we can sim this with the stronger team. I think that's probably going to be Greg T saying he wants to play. Sorry, Greg. It's just not... Nothing is going for us right now. At home against Salford. Please, boys. Please give me some form of hope. Something positive to end the episode on. Adebayo with a straight red card. When it rains, it pours. Conceição out wide for Reggie Lamb. And makes on for Ngoy at striker. Look like the AI making the substitutions in the right positions. A 0-0 draw against Salford. But Adebayo will miss the next game. Thankfully, that next game is the FA Cup against Northampton. So it won't be too much of a loss for our league campaign. I would have liked to go through in the FA Cup. We drew 0-0 against Northampton in the first episode of the season. I don't feel like we've made any progression since then, so I don't know as we're actually going to get a positive result. I keep thinking, well, all we need to do is put together one run. But at the minute, we are bottom of League 2, having won 3 games in 17. We are 11 points from the playoffs. And 14 points from the automatic promotion spots. Okay. This is uncharted territory. for an RTG. I hope we don't get lost. See you tomorrow.